Hey y'all, it's the girl.
And as per usual, I'm just her sidekick, her little handbag. I'm Kula.
And I'm Yenda.
And this is YMSFR.
Cause you my sister for
real. We just over here talking about everything. Look, we said all our chats are real spicy, so why not let y'all come and enter our little zone? So we gonna start. So what we talking about today, girl?
What was the last popping thing we had in the chat? It was about dating. Dating versus exclusively dating.
So I'll start off. I am not currently in a relationship, and I have not been in a relationship since 2016. Look, I'm not gonna say somebody has not been the apple of my eye, but as far as you're my girlfriend, you're my boyfriend, and I'm your girlfriend. Yeah. No. No. Yeah, you're not my boyfriend, and I'm not your girlfriend. So, but definitely dating. What about you?
Same here. I would say like spring 2016, all spring 16. So about the same year, but I would think probably before you.
Yeah, mine was I think September.
Okay.
No, I lied. October. It don't matter. 5 years. Okay, it's been a while. It's been a long time. So, yeah, it's pretty tricky out here with the whole exclusively dating and we just talking. Because I think the men of today, they like to straddle the line so that there really isn't any commitment, and then they can just break loose or ghost.
Okay, Casper.
We'll get to that. Yeah, and I think it's basically left up to interpretation. But I'm someone, you can never be vague with me, not at all. Like, what are we doing? Because I'm black or white. You got to tell me we're going to color in within the lines. You're not going to be, not at all. So, yeah, I just find that now it's a little bit different than before. It was, you really didn't have we're exclusively dating. It's, we talking and now you mine. Right. That's it. So, I don't know.
Now, when you're talking to someone, what is the time frame from when you are just talking to them and then it transfers over to a full-blown relationship? Or what are these steps within that process for you?
Well, so I think a lot of times men, they feel like they cannot exhibit certain behavior or they can't do certain things until you're boyfriend or girlfriend. And for me, I need to see it's the opposite. I need to see that you're able to do certain things, prior to me making that commitment, because I may not want to be with a bum ass dude. So you need to show and prove. Right. Like, you go to a job with a whole resume and y'all have an interview, right? Okay. Look, I am an equal opportunity employer. However, you are going to have to demonstrate that you are able to fulfill the task of the job. Right. Okay? All right.
Sister, there is job descriptions to this, okay?
Listen.
I think for me, there isn't really like a time frame, but we're not just going to be sitting here talking for a year.
Oh, and I just realized I never answered your question. Go ahead, sis. I'll get to it.
Okay. It's like, we're not about to sit here talking for a year and then you're still like, oh, well, I just want to...
it's never giving that.
Never giving that. And then next thing you know, you guys do have that serious conversation, and then, all of a sudden it's I got a lot going on. And
girl.
I got a lot going on too, so what are you saying? Like, what are you talking about?
But I mean, when I see your face...
It's basically, they want to have their cake and eat it too.
Absolutely.
And they want to test the waters, all of the waters.
Correct.
They want to test the Pacific. They want to test the Nile River. No, baby. Like, at first when you start dealing with someone, I do agree and can contend to that, people will be talking to other people while they're talking to you because you just started talking to them.
Right.
And with that being said, there then comes a time that, you guys will have to have a simple conversation and be like, look, I'm ready to cut these other people off for you.
Mm-hmm.
We can make something shake. Like, what's up? What are we doing? But don't sit there and waste somebody's time for months and string them along.
So, do you feel like, just responding to what you just said, do you feel that is a conversation that should be initiated by the guy as far as what we're trying to do, or do you feel comfortable in having that conversation with the guy?
I think it's a mutual thing, because if you guys are dealing with each other, you're going out, you're spending quality time together at that, you should, I think we're both grown adults to know that, you know, hey, I have been spending a lot of time with this person, getting to know them, and I want to see what this next step can be given. I don't think it's, you know, let me just wait for him to say something. Because if you wait for him, oh sis, you're going to be waiting a very long time.
Okay.
And then, I mean, you can also be the one to say something too, because you know how we are. When we know, we know.
Right.
So,
right.
That's that on that.
See, for me, I think there are certain things that a man should initiate. And I think one of those things is wanting to be in a relationship. I feel like if I have to ask about it, he's not ready. And I feel as though if I have to ask about it, it's almost as if I'm begging for it. Like, why don't you want this at the same speed that I want it? That's bothersome for me. So I don't know. But to go back to what you said, or what you asked about how long, I can't say that I wouldn't have to say it's the quality of the interaction and not the quantity of the time, you know? So while I'm not that person that's going to be like, oh my God, this is my whole husband after like 3 weeks, I feel like it can happen for some people and it can be genuine. But it also has to involve two people who know what they want and are not afraid to say it. Right. They're not afraid to display that. Right. So yeah, I'm all for an exclusive relationship, but I'm also not down for my time being wasted. All right. Okay.
Look, I'm taking security deposits from here on out.
Listen.
I'm starting off at, we can do it like an apartment. I'm starting off at $500.
I'm starting off with first month's rent. Mortgage.
Period.
Sorry, I have a mortgage. We're going to start off with first month's mortgage. Okay?
So.
It ain't cheap either.
At all.
Know this. Okay. So do you think you're ready for a serious relationship? Do you think you've worked in this time frame of 5 years? Do you think you've worked on yourself enough to be ready for an exclusive relationship, not dating, relationship? Stop playing with me.
I can say that I am ready for a serious, committed relationship with one person. Because within that 5 years, you know, I've started my career, finished school, got my master's, worked on myself.
Come on.
Look, price definitely went up, honey.
Okay.
And that's on P.
I don't play about mine.
Period. Got my real estate license. Like, I'm actively securing a bag for myself.
Listen here.
I've worked on myself as far as an individual, loving myself, because I have a thing for people always like, oh, I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be lonely. I don't want to be lonely either, but I'm fine with being alone. There's a difference. So I've worked on myself and loved myself while being alone, so that when the proper suitor does come along, I'm ready to accept that person. Now, I also worked on myself to the point that, you know, I poured so much into myself that when someone does come along, I can also pour into them, and then we can pour into each other.
Come on now.
To become.
Come on.
Una.
Take us to relationship
I
choice.
mean, you know, I'm just a young little thing that be knowing a little thing, okay?
So, that's one thing. We are sisters. You know, this is my sister because this is my black queen over here, but she's literally my sister.
Like, for real.
For real. So, tell them your age.
I'm 28.
And I'm 39, y'all! 40's coming up! Yeah, so I'm 39. And dating is a little, well, as much as I'd like to think it's quite different because of our age difference.
It's definitely not.
Okay, we still got the same stories like, girl, let me tell. And I'd be like, you know what? I will say I'll answer my own question that I had for you. I definitely have spent a lot of time. In my previous relationship, it ended due to infidelity. So I've taken a lot of time to, in that time period, I've become a homeowner. What else has happened? Just loving up on me.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell Nyenda this all the time, that the longer that I am single,
Mm-hmm.
the more I'm like not willing to tolerate any BS. Not that I was before, but now I'm just like, but for why? For what reason? Por qué? I don't understand. No, I don't have no kids by these dudes. There's nothing, binding. There's no relation. I mean, yeah, not even relationship. There's no marriage.
Mm-hmm.
So why would I make myself unhappy? Why would I notice that there's a problem? Of course, as an adult, I would try to address that problem with that person. And then if they just act like they're dumb, then peace out. Like, I'm just not willing to deal with a lot. But definitely just loving up on me. Nyenda knows everything is self-care.
Self-care.
Everything is self-care. Girl, I saw this. I texted her the other day. I was like, yeah, I saw these nice little shoes or whatever. She was like, self-care. I'm like, yeah, I just needed you to go ahead and say it. Let me put this on my credit card real quick. But yeah, it's all about loving up on me. And if you can't help to love up on me, then we got a problem. No, we don't even have a problem. We don't have a problem.
You know what you can do? Slide.
Yeah.
Doom, doom, doom.
Listen.
Either way, he about to
slide. Nah, because I'm not even about to play with you. For what? Look, I always say play Uno, play spades, play checker, play chess, but do not play with me. Okay? All right? Okay. So,
with that, how has dating been for you during Coronas?
Okay. Okay, it's been much of the same. The same bull, But it's been quite different. The experiences have been quite the same though. Mm-hmm. So of course you are doing a lot of Zoom, and what I will say is a lot of the dating apps have gone ahead and, for example, Hinge. I don't know if they still have it, but early on in the pandemic, they were allowing you to do some type of video call within the app. Before, it wasn't that way. Because I was on the dating app, thought I met someone, and he was like, yeah, nah. So I had to get back on it. I got back on there. I was like, oh, look at these new little features of what I'm doing Coronas. So that's been good because obviously people, sorry, y'all. People were, or it wasn't safe to be out and about, and but where could you really go anyway? Because everything was shut the fuck down. Right. So that was a good alternative to get to know somebody, and I'm sure it was really good for the guys because you didn't have to put forth not effort but money because you couldn't go nowhere anyway. Right. But you could weed people out, and that's the good thing about the dating sites that, okay, cooler, what's going on? You can weed people out. There's not a lot of time, energy, expended, and it's been okay. I mean, but the same that I was talking about is the dudes still gonna ghost. They still gonna play games. So yeah, there's still that. Whether you meet them in a lounge, at the White House, at the pyramids in Egypt, they still gonna play games. So yeah, I feel as though the quality is down though. I will say that the quality is down.
Everyone's on there.
Yeah, everybody, and I feel like there's some apps that provide more quality than others. I ain't gonna put nobody out there because ain't nobody paying these bills, and I don't want to be sued for no defamation. So yeah, some are better than others, and we'll leave it at that. Okay. All right. So, how about you? Pandemic dating. That's the new term.
Pandemic dating.
ABD.
Hey. Dating during the pandemic for me, I'm already a mean person, so don't do me.
Even to, especially to me.
I'm
But
not mean to her, y'all. I'm just.
go ahead and lie again.
I gotta.
Go ahead and
I
lie.
gotta mouth
Look,
on
you.
me.
This is the first episode. You want to be able to have your audience feel that they can trust what you say. But go ahead and lie again to these people. Go ahead.
You can trust what I say. I'm not mean. I just have a mouth on me, and that's on me. Like, what's wrong with that?
Wait, you literally just told these people you're mean. You're already mean.
I'm not mean to her.
Oh.
That's what I mean. I'm mean. I'm not mean to her.
Let me call mom because I ain't about to.
Oh, y'all want to look? Wait till my mother come on here, okay? Okay. But dating during the pandemic for me, like I said, I'm a mean person, so already I don't. As much as I like people, I don't like people, and I'm learning that about myself as I get older. I already don't like talking to people, so when you come up to me trying to talk to me, I'm like, "What do you mean? How you doing, beautiful? I have a mask on, so how do you know I'm beautiful?"
Oh gosh,
Like,
that's
please.
the worst.
I mean, I am beautiful, but
Ow.
please, let's not start there.
Mm.
It's the same for me because typically I'm the type that when I talk to someone, I like to talk to one person at a time anyway. But not being able to go out and be amongst, the opposite sex in the club, in the lounge, at the bar, having a sea of opportunities has hindered that for me. I'm not saying that, it's detrimental and I'm like, oh my God, I'm not dating. But it's like,
it's never giving that.
It's never given that. But I can say that, that possibly has messed that up for, our generation because that's how we go out and meet people. And I don't do the dating apps, but I did a thing. I tried it.
I'm so proud of her.
And I was on there like swipe.
I promise you, she did.
Swipe, screenshot something, send it to her like, sir,
what is this?
Why? So, there have been some people on there. I'm like, oh, y'all cute, okay, You start conversing with them on the messaging, and it's like you can't hold a conversation. So I held down on that app and hit delete. So that's how dating has been for me.
Okay. So during this whole pandemic dating, have you slid to a former person in your life or no?
I can say I have.
Okay.
I have.
Okay.
But definitely that has ended. Now, when I say I have, I'm not saying like, oh, we're talking again. And like I said, I don't talk to more than one person at one time, and I don't do new bodies. That's just me. Women have their needs. Y'all want me to be honest with you? I'm gonna come on here and be honest with y'all. Okay. But yeah, there's no more of that because it's just not giving that anymore.
So is it no more of that because you don't want that person, or is it because you want something more and you're just willing to be like, you know what, I'm not gonna give this any more time or energy because I know exactly what I want?
I want something more with not that person.
Okay.
Yeah, like me and that person are done.
Okay.
As far as like even trying to build up on the foundation. Yeah, no.
Okay.
But it's still like, hey, what's up? You good? All right, cool.
Okay.
But
Yeah, so prior to the pandemic, I was dating someone, and that it wasn't, obviously, since I haven't been in a relationship for 5 years, it wasn't anything exclusive, and that was agreed upon. Well, I don't know if it was agreed, but it was, this is what it is, right? And then we reconnected latter part of last year, and yeah, he was like, I think I'm good on this. And I was like, oh. And so I would say I am a Leo. Hey, lioness in the house. So I have a lot of pride. So when that happened, I was like, excuse me, what? Me?
Pause, because we have to be honest to the people, right? Okay, yes, the person did say, yeah, I'm good on
here
this.
She go.
Did you or did you not say I'm good on this prior to that?
I surely did.
Okay.
I surely did. So, and I know people have pride. People are, and I can admit, like, maybe at that point when we reconnected, I no longer serve the purpose. So it's all good. I mean, we don't talk because I'm just like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I came humbly and I said, hey, this is what I would like. And he was like, yeah, I'm good on that. So we're good. But I'm the type of person that we don't need to be in constant contact.
At all.
Like, nah, I heard you. I wish you well. And I'm out.
Yeah.
So thank you for keeping me 100% honest. Because, it wasn't like, it wasn't giving really.
Yeah, no. That's okay, sis.
Woo, 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 woo. So, I don't have any kids. Nyenda doesn't have any kids. How do you feel about dating men with kids? Dun, dun, dun.
Lord of mercy. I don't have to. I don't mind dating a man with a child.
Okay.
You see, I said with a child, right?
Mm.
Not with kids, a child.
Mm-hmm.
Do I prefer a man with no kids? Of course.
Okay.
I don't. But I have dated a guy with a child. To me, well, depending on how often they see their child or how often they have their child, the person I was dealing with, they had them full time. So I think that gives them a little bit of more discipline, more responsibility because they have someone, depending on them, and they can't just be out here in these streets just doing anything. Now, can they? Yes. But go ahead, tag me in. Go ahead, let me tag you in. Because you like,
I'm going to forget.
She want me to pass it the baton. Right?
So, do you feel that it creates more discipline with them when they have their kids full time, or the fact that they have kids, period? I guess is my question.
Full time.
Okay. Just now I get it.
Having kids, period. A guy can be disciplined with that, but I mean, it's not the same.
It's giving daycare for me.
Definitely giving daycare.
Yeah. It's not anything that's permanent and that is going to hinder you from being out in these streets acting a damn fool. Now, when you have your child full time, yes, you have to get babysitter, do all that, and I think you're a little bit more choosy about the people you bring in your life, since that little person is gonna see your big person, right? So
another thing is, there are requirements when you have a child and you're talking to me. For me, I can't do young babies. The infants, the young toddlers, and that's only because there's still some type of relationship with the child's mother. As much as they try to preach
downplay.
It's too much going on there. So, holler at me when that child grade school, I'm just saying. That's just me.
I get you, sis.
Look, the Aaron said it don't do young kids.
Yeah, it was like, I'm on that.
Yeah.
I'm off that shit. That's really sad.
Now, with that, do you feel like the gender matters?
So I would prefer a man that does not have any kids. We're gonna go from
okay
top.
It's levels to this.
That part. So I would prefer a guy who doesn't have any kids, but let's be real. I'm 39. These men have kids. And just like Nyenda, we gonna go from 0 to 1 to 2. If you have 2, we're probably not even gonna go on a date. Like let's keep it all the way real, right? So like her, don't give me no babies. Like I need somebody that is out of a booster seat. I don't have to make bottles. We're not doing no potty train. We're not doing none of that. Like help with homework, and that's as far as we gonna get, right? To answer your question, I would prefer a boy. Just because these boys are not messy. Girls, come on now.
Mommy talks.
Oh, Lord. I have a godson and a goddaughter. I can imagine, right, if my baby Briella, I can imagine if Briella was the daughter of a man I'm talking to. Lord have mercy. Briella gonna carry my business. Did I say Briella, if I said Briella. Briella's gonna carry my business. Bryson?
What's her name?
Bryson he's so low-key. He's not paying attention. He don't care. He wants food. He wants Netflix. He's good. So that's the difference between boys and girls. So definitely a boy if I had to. And I don't feel like doing no hair. I don't even want a girl. So what I want to do with somebody else's girl for? No, I'm good on that. No, I don't want to do no hair. I don't like fluffy socks. I don't like little frilly dresses. I don't want all that. No, So.
Now, we don't say that to say if God tries to humble us and brings us a man with a child, a young child, or if it's a child that's a girl. And I'm not saying that we're not going to indulge in that situation, but these are just our preferences.
Don't be talking for me.
Everyone has options. Oh, my bad. I have my preferences. I have options.
Right. Yeah.
But, I'm not, discouraging any suitor that wants to,
ow,
throw it out there.
Hit her DM. Shoot your shot. I am the queen of saying, I'm about to and then be the same thing that I do. So I'm talking all this mess right now, but we know if you see me in these streets and my man got a 3-year-old and it's a girl, don't do me like that. Don't just hit me with a wink. Like, yeah, you was talking that mess, but we see what's going on, sis. Look, you gotta do what you gotta do in these almost 40-year-old streets. Okay? All right. Just saying. Yeah. I am speaking about all these relationships, because when you hear your friends talk about their drama that's going on, you be like, ooh, Lord,
okay.
No. I ain't even about.
Not too bad.
No, I'm good. Because when I wake up in the morning and take the cold out of my eye, I don't have nobody's dusty sun stressing me out. So, listen.
Seriously. And one thing that bothers me is that, you're helping people out with their situations and giving advice, and then they don't take the advice. Or
but they have that right to. But don't waste my time knowing you going to this bum.
That's the part.
Okay.
That's the part.
And I think that's a learning experience for those of us who give good advice, when we know we gave you good advice, and it's not even just us. Yeah. Most people would give you the same advice. Yeah. You want to talk through it, and I'm not sure if that person actually wants you to agree with them or not.
Okay.
But I don't mind talking to this person about it 1, maybe 2 times. When we start getting to 11 and 12 times, sis, I'll be the listening. And I don't even know if I'm going to be the listening.
Yeah, I don't even want to be the listening.
Yeah, man, because you about to piss me off. Why are we talking about Johnny? And we all know you going back.
Yeah.
We know he going to cheat.
Yeah.
It's a vicious cycle. So I just don't understand why women keep themselves in that situation. Oh, I do know. Because y'all want to say that y'all in relationships. Y'all ain't heard it from me, though. That's why y'all be doing it.
So you're saying that they're settling mommies.
Oh, most definitely.
Okay.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
But I also know that there are things that you go through it and you have to decide when it is too much, right? So, for example, me, when I was in a relationship and I found out that he was not faithful, I stayed and I tried. And then only to find out 2 years after that he was still unfaithful. Then, of course, there wasn't any evidence of him being unfaithful within that 2 years. But then when that 2 years came about and I found out he was, that's when I was like, oh, you still on that. Okay, I got you. And then you roll out. So I say all that to say, people have to know their own limits. Okay. But you also don't want to talk your friend's ear off knowing that you are about to indulge in that same toxic behavior. Nah.
So with that, I'm glad you touched on that as far as ding, 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 ding. Do you think that within a marriage, your husband will cheat at least once?
Ooh. Controversial. No, I don't.
Okay.
I think there are many men out there that can be faithful. But then I also feel as though women will say, if the man is not engaging in actual penetration, it's not cheating. But if you are on the phone and you texting, and that's to me worse, because men, cheating is worse. Yeah, because men can separate those two. Women, we can't. We say we can, but we can't. I don't believe so. No, I think there are men out there who can be faithful. I don't know if I've come in contact with any of these motherfuckers, but I don't like to say always, never, any, like, it. All those things are too definite.
Yeah.
So I do feel like there are men who can be faithful.
Okay.
You?
I guess it just depends on what the definition of faithful is for everyone, because for me, I believe that every man will cheat at least once in a marriage, because like you said, I'm one of those people that is like, it doesn't have to be actual penetration. That mental cheating, like that's cheating already.
Okay.
You're already building a emotional relationship with someone. So that enough right there. I'm not saying that's enough for me. Like, oh my God, I'm leaving. I'm signing on that dotted line.
Yeah.
But that is something, because you literally took how many days, weeks, hours that you're building this emotional relationship with someone. And to the man, they may not even notice it, honestly speaking. Well, okay. Yes, they know what they're doing.
They ain't dumb.
Huh?
They ain't dumb.
Yeah,
they're not dumb. And let me tell you why. Because if their woman was doing that, they would not like
there
that.
You go.
So,
there you
nah. Go. Y'all be giving this man too much credit. And I'll be like, if I was doing it to you, you wouldn't like it, right? Okay. There we go.
So, men, just take our advice. If you don't want your lady doing it,
don't do it.
Because when
it's
we do it,
it's pretty simple. We gonna do it.
we gonna do that thing.
Do it. And
that
you
thing
already know, y'all probably 9 times out of 10 ain't finding out. And 15 times out of 10, you won't be able to handle it. So stop playing. Don't do it.
Breathe.
Don't do it. You said what? You ain't gonna be able to breathe. Facts. You're gonna feel like you got shot in your chest. So, don't do it to yourself, sis. Don't do it.
I don't know. Do you feel like you're ready for something?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. I am definitely ready to. So I've been a homeowner for almost 2 years. Before that, I'm about my bag. I'm hustling. Let me run that back. I'm always about my money. Always about my money. Like, I found out I was cheating on I found out my boyfriend cheated on me on a Thursday. The next morning I was at work, face beat. Like, I'm not missing a beat.
Yeah,
it's not gonna happen.
I never get that.
But in that time frame of trying to qualify for a house, looking for a house, I was on a one-track mind. If a relationship came, great, but it wasn't my primary focus. Now, I feel like I've done everything I wanted to do by the age of 39. So I have much more time and energy to put forth towards something healthy and exclusive relationship. I don't want a grown man coming to me talking about let's exclusively date. You want to be with me or not? Just what's up? Stop wasting my time.
Yeah. Is this a relationship or what? Like, even so, not even her just saying, "Oh yeah, me, I'm almost being in my 40s." No, at my age, are you my boyfriend or what? Like, we're about to be knocking on 30. Okay, so. At this age, you know what you want when you come in contact with someone. You know off the back if you're already going to be vibing with someone. Not saying, you're getting married tomorrow. Right. But just based off of that first initial conversation. First, when I come in contact with someone, okay, it's their looks. Okay. You're fit. Okay. I see how you paired that together. Okay, little Poppy, I see you. Okay, we start conversing. We're having a good little conversation. You can hold a good convo. Okay, what do you do for work? Okay, that's cool. I see you. And then we move on from there. So
let's see how many similarities, and
exactly.
if the differences are going to be a deal breaker.
And then if it is a deal breaker, slide.
Stop wasting my time. But I think a lot of times they hold out for, I know this might be not my, it may not be anything long term, but I want to see what her walls are like. Like, listen. No. It's never giving that over here. It's never giving that. So just know that. Don't even waste your time. Don't waste my time, but don't. You're gonna be mad at yourself. Just saying. So
might as well go back talking to Keisha because.
What did Keisha do to you? Now the Keisha people gonna be mad.
Keisha's, I love y'all, but don't try to come over here talking to me to see what this thinging on. Like, no. Go ahead and go back over there. If she is gonna let you see what that thinging on with no relationship and nothing like that, okay, that's
There's
fine.
levels to this.
It's definitely levels to it. So look,
I don't know what she hitting on, but I know what I'm hitting on. Okay.
and I'm greedy with mine. So
Listen.
and you can't deal with other people and deal with me.
Mm-mm.
Like I said, when you first start talking to someone, you people still do have other things, but y'all gonna have to cut them ties off because if you really are.
But why? Why do they? Oh, why? But no, seriously, why do they have to cut those people off if they have not decided that, if you guys have not had a conversation about being exclusive? I say you're single until you're not. Once you have that conversation with me that you want to be in an exclusive relationship, you are free to do as you please, as am I. Just know that. I'm not going to be in the bed with bonbons waiting for you to be on my line. It's never giving that. Just know that if you out in these streets, okay, just know it. Just know it. So if you don't want me out in these streets, you had better have that conversation with me. All right.
And when you see me out in these streets, make sure you wave and
Yeah, just say it. Hey, Steve!
Hey,
What's up?
Like, hey,
Don't send me no text. I see you over there at the bar. I'm gonna be like,
why you ain't come see
cheers!
I'm gonna be like, wait, can you send him a drink?
Right.
Oh my
Yeah,
big
nah.
bag, on my big bag money mommy side.
There we go.
But I think, someone will come along eventually. And I'm not rushing it because, again, I'm perfectly fine with being by myself right now. And it's definitely allowing me to continue to grow and continue to learn about myself because I feel like every time I achieve a level, it's something else I'm over here trying to do. So another bag I'm trying to get. So it's like...
It's foreign kid problems. It's the foreign kid problems. Okay.
And it's always a bag out here to chase.
Listen.
It's always something that we should be doing.
According to our parents.
Right? You have to be a doctor. You have to be a lawyer. Okay, anyways, I do property management, but hey, neither here nor there.
I'm not a doctor. I'm just a nurse.
But yeah, I think 2021 is about to be a bomb out.
Oh, listen. 2021 is about to be a bomb year anyway because I already told her we in these streets. We in these streets at 8 o'clock in the morning. What? What? Man or no man? Don't play with me. Listen. Look, I'm ready for summer, but I don't know if it's ready for me.
Okay. It's giving sundress with the back out.
Listen.
I can't wait. But I think I'm good off that one.
Okay.
I'm definitely good off that one. Again, anyone who's out there and y'all feeling lonely, just remember you are not lonely. You are alone for right now.
That part.
And that's perfectly fine. Continue to work on yourself. Don't try to, indulge in so many situationships because within all that you will definitely lose yourself and you'll start to see that there's no purpose in it. Everything will start to mesh together and it won't make sense. It really won't. So work on yourself. Get that bag.
Come on, baby Yanla. What she said. I don't have nothing else to say. So.
But just always remember, you my sister
for real. Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.